What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Dragonflight video. I'm excited about this one. We're talking about the event that's going on right now. I'm very excited about this because I love to play off-meta specs, and my weak core is just... What the hell just happened? It's fine. Everything's fine. Here's what's happening. There's an event going on right now from Raider.io called Break the Meta, okay? It's a dungeon event. It's here right now. It literally started yesterday, October 3rd. Was yesterday, the reset on Tuesday for us North American people. As far as I can tell, it runs in each region for 1 week. That's my understanding of this. October 3rd to October 10th is 7 days. That's 1 week. You're going to have a week to do as many dungeons as you possibly can, Mythic plus Keystones, with off-meta specs, okay? You can only pick off-meta specs. You cannot pick anything that's meta right now. There's a list of it. I'll show you in a second. And if you do that, you're eligible to win a bunch of prizes, which is super cool. Okay, for example, there's the Smoldering Banner of Aspects, which is something that you will get from Blizzard, essentially, which is really, really cool. There's also some game time from World of Warcraft game time, 60 days of game time. I'll talk about that in a minute. And then there's a big bundle of prizes that are here at the bottom as well, which includes a bunch of battle pets and stuff, and some transmog. So the competition time, from what I can tell here, lasts in the Americas and Oceania from October 3rd to October 10th. So that's a week. And then in Europe, it goes for a week. And then in Korea and Taiwan, it goes for a week. So you have this week right now to do this event. Now, let me talk you through what's kind of going on here. So, again, you can only pick the following eligible specs: Aflac, Arcane Mage, Arms Warrior, Assassination Rogue, Demo Lock, Devastation Evoker, Ellie Shaman, Feral Druid, Frosty K, Havoc Demon Hunter, Marksmanship Hunter, Outlaw Rogue, Survival Hunter, and Unholy Death Knight. Those are the only DPS that you can pick. You can only pick Holy Priest, Mistweaver, and Preservation Evoker. And then you can only have Blood DK, Brewmaster, Protection Paladin, and Protection Warrior. So you have to pick these specs, and then you have to run a dungeon, okay? You have to run the entire dungeon on that one spec, okay? There's going to be a leaderboard. I'll show you this in a second. Here's the rules. Open to all players. In order to be BTM eligible, the dungeon must be completed in time. Every player in the group must have played the entire dungeon as one of the eligible specs. So you can't, like, start as a Frosty K and then flip into something else. That wouldn't even be a good example. You can't start as a Survival Hunter and then flip to BM Hunter. You have to stay as Survival for the whole dungeon. Each Blizzard account is only eligible for one of each of the different prizes. Okay, so you can't, like, get a million prizes, basically. We reserve the right to disqualify any run for any reason. To be eligible for prizes, you must register via the Break the Meta registration form before registration closes at almost, 12 a.m. On October 15th. So at the almost like halfway through the event, you can still register by then. But ideally, you should just register right now. I would just do it right now. You can sign up right here, Raider.io, Break the Meta. You need to link you have to have Raider.io on you have to have an account, right? And then you need to link your Battle.net account. It explains everything right here on how to do it, okay? I'll show you the ranking in a second. Okay, that's how you do it there. Prizes other than the Smoldering Banner will be distributed via Discord account or email provided during the registration. When you register on Raider.io, that you give them an email, and they'll just send you the gifts that way or on Discord. The Smoldering Banner one will be given by Blizzard just for sort of participating in the event, which is super, super cool. Okay? Let's talk about the leaderboard for a sec, because this is super, super cool, and I just, like... This, like, completely changed my perspective on this event and how fun it was. When I saw my name on the leaderboard here, I was kind of blown away. So, we just did a couple of keys last night. I didn't have time to do a ton of keys. I only had time to do just a few. So, we punched out, like, 3 or 4 keys, and we got a plus 18 done, was the highest one we did in Underrot. And there I am as the healer. There's Joe, there's Uxie, there's Bella, and there's Rich. We're number 253 on the rankings right now, which is super cool. It's just really fun to see yourself on the leaderboard like this, and we're going to climb over the course of this week. We're going to do a bunch of 20s tonight, which is going to push us into probably above 200, I would think. Yeah, as soon as we start doing 20s, we're in the top 200. We're probably going to get to 21s, I would say. I'm hoping by tonight, we literally do a plus 23. That's my goal. And if you see how far that's going to get us, it's actually going to be pretty crazy. We're going to get into the top 100 easily. We're going to get probably into the top 50 if we do a plus 23. Yeah, there we go. We get into the top 40. We go from 250 to the top 40. Now, other people are also going to do keys. I just refreshed this right now, so this is accurate right now. But this is really exciting. I love having the leaderboard. I love seeing myself on the leaderboard and my team and being like, okay, let's push. Let's push harder. Let's see how high we can go. And then you can see yourself sort of climb on the leaderboard. It's also really fun to finally see these freaking leaderboards with all kinds of different colors. Look at all the colors on here, man. Pharaoh Druids, Ellie Shamans, Arms Warriors, Holy Priests. Like, it's just really cool to see all these people. You got the Warlocks in there. I just think it's super fun. So that's really fun. I love the leaderboard. We're going to climb. If you want to watch me do it, it's twitch.tv/ZukoVibes. That is my Twitch channel. If you guys have only ever seen me on YouTube, please come watch me on Twitch tonight. I'm live every single night, basically starting at 7:30 Eastern, okay? Come watch me. We're going to push. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come hang out. Now, here's the smoldering banner you can get. This is the big reward from Blizzard. It's just a cool banner you can place in the ground. And then there's the event there. And then I want to talk really quickly about the prizes. Let's talk about the prizes. I think I have this over here. Yeah, I got a couple notes here. So the prizes, first of all, there's a smoldering banner. But then the World of Warcraft game time, let's read this. Break the Meta is, after all, a competition. So we will be awarding this set of prizes to the winner of the event. The players who achieve the highest Mythic Plus character score for each of the eligible specializations, I can't even talk right now, will be given 60 days of WoW game time. There will be one winner per spec in each region. So that means you don't necessarily have to do it as a team the entire time. It's the top Mistweaver Monk will get 60 days. The top Arms Warrior will get 60 days. The top Pharaoh Druid, the top Outlaw Rogue, the top Brewmaster Monk will get 60 days. The top Holy Priest will get 60 days. The top Arcane Mage, so on and so forth. The top of each spec gets the 60 days of game time. So if you can find a way to get in here as a super, super top spec, if you're really, really good at Havoc DH, you know, there's not a lot of those guys up here, you might be able to work your way into being the top spec and get that particular prize. That's the 60 days of game time. So again, this has nothing to do with you doing this in a group. You can just do this individually. You can just farm keys. You can pug a bunch of keys and get as high as you possibly can. That's probably going to be harder to do, but you can do it. And if you do it on a spec, you get the highest for that spec, you get 60 days. That's super cool. Then there's a bundle. We'd like to be able to award one prize that does not have any requirements in terms of Keystone level or Radar.io score, to give all players an opportunity to win something. So this is super cool. This season, we're offering the BTM prize bundle, a collection of the following wonders in-game prizes. 60 days of, well, this is an additional 60 days on top of this prize up here. Enchanted Fey Dragon Blizzard Store Mount, Sprite Darter's Wing Transmog Set, Blinky Blizzard Store Pet, Baby Murloc's Snatch Shells Transmog. There's one of the pets there. In order to win the bundle, you must compete BTM eligible dungeons, so that's all the Mythic Plus dungeons in this season right now, okay? During the competition period, while using the Radar.io client with live tracking mode enabled. Let me stop right there. That's this thing. This is a standalone Radar.io client that you need to go download, okay? I believe they just have it right here. Download this sucker right here, and it looks like this. Then, in order to enable live tracking, you go to Settings, and you have live tracking ticked right there. That's all you have to do, okay? Put live tracking on, hit done. It'll find all your characters, which is super cool, and then make sure it's refreshed. It'll have this monitoring combat log thing. Don't worry that this little monitoring icon is red. It's okay. It means it's recording, essentially. It's a good thing. Have this on while you're doing your dungeons, and you will be eligible for this bundle, okay? Every completed Keystone, regardless of Keystone level, earns you +1 entry into the raffle, and one lucky winner will be chosen at the end. So do as many dungeons as you possibly can, as quickly as you can, and you'll get one raffle ticket every time you do a dungeon, okay? So no doubt there's going to be people just spamming like +2s in order to try and get as many raffle tickets as they can into this raffle. I don't think there's any limit on this, so just do as many as you want, which is super cool. Okay, that's the bundle. That's how you get that. Have the Raider.io client enabled. Make sure that you have auto enable live tracking. Have this running, and you're good to go. Okay, that's the most important one there. Now, as far as the World of Warcraft game time, the standalone game time, that's you trying to do the best that you possibly can for any one of the eligible specs that's off meta. That's going to be super cool. And then everybody's going to get a chance to win the banner. You're all going to get the Smoldering Banner of Aspects. So this is a really, really cool event. And I love that it highlights the different specs that aren't really the current meta. The people at Raider.io have just decided that these are the off-meta specs. There's a couple of specs that aren't included in here that aren't necessarily meta. Like Windwalker Monk would be a good example. I don't think Windwalker Monk is necessarily super meta, but it's not on this list. You can't play Windwalker Monk and get eligibility here. So it's just whatever they've picked is what you have to pick. But yeah, guys, please join me in this event. This is super fun. Come watch me on stream, twitch.tv/ZukoVibes. I'm going to be streaming it all week for NA right now this week, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But get in there with your keys. Make sure you can get the Smoldering Banner and give it your best shot to try and get this prize bundle as well, and even try and maybe get the 60 Days of WoW Time. It's going to be super fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Please tell me if you are participating in this event and what spec you are going to play. I'm definitely going to be playing Mistweaver Monk, and I think Survival Hunter will be my primary two. We're going to have to wait and see how that kind of works out. But let me know what you guys are going to play in this event. I would love to hear from you down there in the comments. Thank you so much again for watching. Love you all. I will see you in the next one.